This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That curse don't you?
The one and only Spike Lee!
Hey!
What's up, you brother? How you doing, man?
Hello, Mr. Lee.
That traffic game is something crucial, huh?
Well, you know, in New York, when they light the Christmas tree, they just...
Yeah, it goes bonkers, right?
They shut all the streets down.
They lit the Christmas tree.
No, tonight.
What, say that again?
They light the tree tonight.
Oh, they light it tonight, so they got all the
block the streets.
They got to set it up.
That's a nice Chi-Raq hat you got on right there, man. You got the merchandising
Yeah,
popping?
you got the sweatpants on, too.
That's Chi-Raq sweatpants, Spike?
Nah, I
You
just
still
put
wearing them?
just put a patch on it.
Still wearing them Knicks colors, huh?
Well, let me turn this off.
Sensitive topic, yo.
Spike schooled me about the Warriors last year. Remember when he came in? Hey, turn his headphones up.
Yep, got you.
Oh, Q, can you hit the phone lines?
Oh, there
right
we
here?
go.
All right, there we go. Spike Lee is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm late. Traffic was the kill this morning in money-making Manhattan.
Yeah, it is. Understandable, though, man. Spike, congratulations on the movie, Chi-Raq,
Thank you very
man.
much.
It's interesting about this movie. It's out this Friday, correct?
Nationwide, December 4th in theaters. People get it kind of mess. It's confusing because people are just. This is Amazon's first theatrical release. Usually it's Amazon Prime. It's going to theaters first.
It's going to theaters first.
Wow.
Nationwide.
You know what's interesting about this movie? You and I bumped into each other on a plane coming back from Chicago once, and you were, I think you had just finished the movie or finished the last scene, nobody had even seen anything about the movie. But being in Chicago, I was getting all this feedback. You know, Ryan Fest said Spike Lee is exploiting black folks. Some of the artists have come out and said if it ain't real, you know, it's not going to be like Straight Outta Compton because it's not real.
Our goal was not to make Straight Outta Compton.
Okay.
Our goal is not to make Straight Outta Chi-Raq.
Yeah.
Different filmmaker, different subject matter. Straight Outta Compton is a period piece.
Mm-hmm.
This film is contemporary. What's happening today?
What's happening today?
Yes.
Watching the movie, I didn't have a problem with it at all. You know, in fact, Kelly and I were just talking about this. It's called Chi-Raq, but I felt like I was looking at something that happened in Oakland.
Well, I mean, one of the great Angela Bassett has a scene in this where she says in the film, it's not just Chi-Raq, it's Bucktown, Brooklyn, New York.
Yep.
It's Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. It's Baltimore, Murderland. We could have done a whole movie just naming
just different places.
Places.
Yeah.
So the reason why we chose Chi-Raq is because Chi-Raq is the murder capital of the United States of America, the mass murder capital of the United States of America. So if you want to deal with the big problem, you go to the head.
Yep.
As my wife, she came with this phrase. I mean, she didn't come with the phrase, but she told me Chicago is like the canary in the coal mine. And we also have to be careful because it's not all Chicago.
Right.
It's the south side and the north side of Chicago. It's two different cities, two different worlds.
Two different sides. What did you learn about Chicago? I mean, I know you've been there prior, but what did you learn while shooting this movie about Chicago?
Well, number one, I did not know that what you post on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram can get you killed. I did not know that. That's why you have a lot of pop-ups on the screen. People are hurting there. Young brothers are hurting. And, you know, Nick Cannon said it best, you know, hurt people hurt. But despite that, we got to try to turn that around. And that was the mission of this film from the beginning, to save lives.
To save lives. Spike Lee is here, 888-742-3345. DB, say hello to Spike.
It's a pleasure talking to you, man.
What's happening?
I thought it was great because there's a lot of factual information given throughout the film. I mean, there's some statistics in the beginning about how there's more people killed in Chi-Raq, or Chicago, I should say, than in the wars, like the soldiers that have come home and everything.
The combined wars in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Right. And, I mean, as sad as that is, I also like the fact that you tied in, whether you did it on purpose or not, but Do the Right Thing with this movie, because you have Sam sort of as the narrator as he was in Do the Right Thing. And not to give too much away.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Sam Jackson.
Wake up.
Right.
Yeah, we like that.
Because people be asleep.
Yeah.
Not woke.
Yeah.
Still
woke.
sleeping.
Still sleeping, right?
Sleeping.
And it's almost like the time when Do the Right Thing came out, it's almost like this movie is the Do the Right Thing for this generation.
1989.
Yeah.
Another summer.
The-
Funky drummer.
Where,
I don't know what
Don't
the
do the funky drummer.
were the similarities
Those
kind
guys
of
so-
intentionally, or did that kind of just come about as you were making the movie?
Good question. What I can say is that I think you said it right there, where this is Chicago's Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
This is Chicago's Do the Right Thing.
There you go.
That was my moment.
End quote.
Okay. I want to the whole storyline behind this movie is really interesting. I want to ask you about your approach to how this film was written. And I'm opening up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. Today we were talking about the news separately from the movie. Well, we were talking about the movie, and we tied in the fact that the police chief in Chicago.
I mean, it's amazing. This film is, I mean, everything's happening in the world's happening, is in this film too. And, and it's kismet, it's timing. Timing is everything.
Timing. And what's McCarthy? Is that? Yeah, he resigned today. Rahm Emanuel.
No, he got
fired.
He got booted.
Yesterday.
Rahm Emanuel said that he asked him to resign. Because he lost the trust of the people.
And he also praised him.
And he praised him before he asked him to resign. And then he also talked about his new task force. So I want to ask you, did you have any, coming back, if you had any communication with the mayor's office while shooting this film? This is a new song called No Apology by Bobby Ross Avila and Chi-Raq, who was also from Chicago. And we're going to come back with Spike Lee.
My chrome, Heavenly Father.
Everybody here got a man in the orange and purple colors. Banging and slanging, fighting for the flag, risking that long zip of the cadaver bag. It's how we live. It's how we die. What if we could devise a method to end the bloodshed?
I'm down for the cause, but how?
We force our men to negotiate peace by exercising conscious self-control and total abstinence from knocking the boots.
Suppose that the men just dump us.
If we all hold out, who can they go to?
The thighs. Them hoes over there.
Well, we will enlist them too.
If we want our men alive, we want our babies to thrive, we're gonna have to organize.
That's a scene from the movie Chi-Raq, which is in theaters this Friday. We got Spike Lee in here with us
in the house.
In the house. The storyline. How did you come up with this storyline?
Well, the storyline was written way back in the way back. In the way back.
Yeah.
411 BC by the great Greek playwright Aristophanes. He wrote a satire called Lysistrata, which is about this woman, Lysistrata, who's tired of the wars Greece is going through, and so she gets her women together and say, we as women have to lock it up. We will not have sex with our boyfriends, male acquaintances, or husbands till men stop the war. So we took that premise and moved it to South Side Chicago today.
I wonder if that could work today.
Well,
women's clothes.
But we're not. That's a device in the film. We're not saying that's going to cause. I mean, that's going to be determined the ending of violence.
Yeah.
But there's a woman named Lima Guobi who won a Nobel Peace Prize. She used that tactic along with others to stop the second civil war in Liberia.
Really, and just refused to have sex until they stopped fighting.
It was on lock.
It was on lockdown.
Lock.
I put the guns down. Tracy G.
Yeah. Overall, Spike, I thought it was a very, very edutaining film.
Thank you.
Of course, my eye was particularly focused on the role of the black woman. And you know what? After watching it, I like that you really put a light on the power of a black woman. When I went on Twitter, and I had been on Twitter for a while looking at a lot of people's little, 140 character word reviews, and a lot of younger folks were shooting it down.
But they hadn't seen the film. I mean, these are people who were saying stuff. At the most, they saw a 2-minute, 30-second
trailer.
Trailer, yeah. And then I happened to look at one where it was a review that was written, and the woman had actually watched it, and she was offended because she believed that the black woman's character was deduced just to her sexual parts, and she felt like
look, people. Here's the thing. I've been doing this since 1986. My first film was She's Gotta Have It. Black women were said that she was an empowered black women, and other black women said that it was a stereotype of the sexualized black women. So this has been 1986. I feel that the character, Alexa Starr, is a very strong character, and you see her growth. You have, let's look at the women in the film. Tiona Paris, Angela Bassett, and Jennifer Hudson. If you don't think those great actors portray strong black women in the film, I don't know if you know what a strong black woman is.
Right.
And all for those haters who had not seen the film, who felt that we were making fun of the murder on the streets of Chicago, we were making light of it. Let me ask everybody a question. Jennifer Hudson's mother, brother, and nephew was murdered in Chicago. Why would Jennifer Hudson be in a film that ridiculed her murdered mother, brother, and nephew? Why would she be a part of that? Why would Pam Bosley, who's head of the organization Pain, Purpose Over Pain, with an organization of black women who come out of sanctified in the church in South Side Chicago, whose sons and daughters were murdered. Why would they be in the film? They made a mockery of their children who were shot down and murdered on the South Side of Chicago. Why would they even be in the film in the final scene of the movie where they're holding up posters?
Yeah.
These black women are holding up posters of their children, of their young children, their young sons, their young daughters. They're murdered in the streets. Why would they ridicule their children by being in a film that did that? So people talking that shit, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This film in no way, shape, or form makes fun of anybody got killed. This film was made to save lives. And all this other shit people talking about is a distraction, like a misdirection play in football. You think you're chasing the guy down to the sideline, and the motherfucker's running down the other side of the film to the motherfucking house. Let's focus on what the movie's about. The mayor talking about not being concerned about the title of the film. At the same time, he saw that tape. I feel.
Laquan McDonald tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's not fall for the motherfucking okie doke.
Yeah.
Let's stay focused on what the film's about. It's not just about Chicago. It's not just about black folks. Gun violence is affecting every single American in this country. Let's not go for the okie doke, the Rudy Poot. Be smarter than that. This film's about saving lives. Our children are being murdered on the streets. Tyshawn Lee, 9 years old, lured into an alleyway in the south side of Chicago, is executed. I don't care what his father is in, what organization, what group, no child deserves to be executed. Let's talk about what's really happening in this country, not this other bullshit. And that's my tirade for the day.
Spike Lee, Spike Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Spike Lee.
Another thing.
Yes.
Another thing.
Let's go.
And another thing. For these rappers in Chicago, Nick Cannon's soft. Nick Cannon's white bread. He's too clean cut. And here's the thing that's really sick. Nick Cannon's not a savage. Is that the new norm for these young buzzers in Chicago to be a savage? That's what we're going to be aspired to be a savage? So Nick Cannon, I should not cast Nick Cannon because he didn't kill nobody? Because he had motherfucking bodies on him? Is that what's coming to? I'm not going for that bullshit. There's nothing commendable about being a savage. That's not who we are. I don't care. You should not be getting props how many bodies you got, how many people you killed. There's nothing fly about that shit. That shit ain't hip. And it's not cute. And it's not being a man. If you think that's being a man, how many bars you got, then you have a problem.
Spike Lee. We're going to come back and take your calls. 888-742-3345. It's a song that was made. Oh, no.
R. Kelly, put the
R.
guns
Kelly,
down.
put the guns down. Sway in the
One of
morning.
Chicago's finest.
Somewhere in the world, put the guns down.
Sway in the morning. Put the guns down.
Put them down, babe. Put the guns down.
Chi-Raq, is this the album, the soundtrack?
Yeah.
Damn, I miss a good movie soundtrack. Remember that? The soundtrack used to sell the movie back in the day.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah. Pray for
way
me.
back, though.
Yeah. You went to Saturday Night.
Woo!
That's the biggest selling soundtrack ever.
Clockers.
Clockers was
one of the
good.
greatest soundtrack.
Juice was a good soundtrack. Spike
Fight
Lee.
the power. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. That was a great soundtrack. Grease.
Yeah.
Grease, huh?
Nutty Professor.
Have you guys checked out the play Hamilton yet?
Oh my gosh, I saw the play Hamilton.
People, I don't think tickets available to June.
Yeah.
But if you have a chance to come to New York, you got to go see this play Hamilton.
Yeah. That's it.
The truth, right?
Yeah. We've been talking about it.
You had Lynn on yet?
It coming on. We're working on it right now.
Get him in.
Spike Lee is here. Chi-Raq is the movie in theaters this Friday. We got Fanatic from Chicago on the line. Fanatic, what up?
Yeah, man. Peace. God bless you, Sway. I love you guys. I want to be a citizen. But Spike Lee, you're amazing, my man.
Thank you.
You're truly, truly amazing. I've always supported everything you've done since you started. And
that's going way back.
Man, I'm telling you, I think She's Gotta Have It was the first thing I saw.
That was the first one.
And I have never viewed you as a exploitative writer. I think you have gotten everything that we deal with as African Americans out to the forefront. And I love that about you. And to speak on Chicago, my city, my hometown, you know, part of the problem is this is a mental battle now. It used to be a physical battle. You know, they beat you. I remember growing up, man, they used to beat the mess out of us. I lived the block that I lived on in the hundreds on 103rd.
Who's they?
We used to have these, the police.
The police.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Sway, for correcting. But it used to be a situation where the police would wait to see. We had two policemen that would wait to see people come out of their house to trap them up, beat them in the back of the cars, you know, and stuff like that. Now they've gone from beating us to shooting us, and this is a mental battle because now we are in a war between not only ourselves but the police as well, and the rest of the city. And what's so sad and tragic about this, and I love, there was a young brother, I can't think of his name. He was talking to the people on CNN, and what he was saying was, the commentator said, well, why is nobody marching for the little 9-year-old that got killed? Well, the problem is we do march. We do. The problem is we don't get it shown. And it's so, everybody's...
Yeah, Father Flagger definitely had a march.
Yeah.
That's
Father Flagger was in the beginning of the film.
Yeah,
too.
that was his voice.
I love him. And what type of coverage has he gotten just recently to show that, yes, we're marching for the kids, period. You know, and these people that are going on saying, oh, you know, y'all killing each other, you know, and then when the police kill y'all, then y'all want to start the blah, blah, blah. No, the problem is we're dying at our hands and their hands, and it has to stop. It has to stop. And I love how you put it out this way. You know, you guys have always, I listen to you guys since I've been able to have satellite radio. And I love that you guys touch on this. And to go back to the songs that are being made in the city, the problem is, and like I said before, it is a mental battle. If you know that in order to survive in this city, you got to be strapped everywhere you go, and somebody's gonna. Part of it too is like the budget cuts.
Yeah.
They're taking so much stuff away from us.
The Republican governor.
Let me tell you this right here. Let me just say this right here. If you don't give people something to do, they'll make up something to do. And 9 times out of 10, it is never good.
Fanatic, you are officially a citizen
Of Sway in the Morning.
And I think what you would like about this movie, Chi-Raq, which what I liked about it, perhaps is better said, is he said it's not just a physical battle, it's a mentality too, a mental battle as well.
Yeah.
There's so much messaging in this movie just to poke at your mind to think. You know what I mean? There's so many gems that you're going to hear in this movie. We know we're in this environment. I grew up in Oakland, so we knew we had problems or have had problems with, police brutality and police violence against community members. And what we tried to do was like empower ourselves and how we're going to deal with ourselves too. Mm-hmm. That's how we thought,
Here's the co-song you're saying, Sway. People, it has to be a two-hand approach. Black Lives Matter. We know that. Well, I'm with that. I mean, I took my son. We sat in front of Mike Brown's casket at the funeral. I was marching here for Eric Garner. But we just can't be silent though when we're doing stuff. We got our house to be clean too. So it's not an either or approach. I think we got to work on both. Both these things work together.
Yeah.
Because here's the important thing. It does not matter what color, complexion the hand or the trigger finger is. A murder is a murder, point blank. That's why I feel.
Spike Lee. Hey, Spike, thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you. And again, I apologize.
I don't worry about
I'm late.
You family, bro.
And from the beginning, you guys always support me. I appreciate it. And, here's the thing, and I'll close on this.
Yes.
It's been misconstrued that I don't like Chicago. I love Chicago. I love its people. I love Chicago's people. If I didn't love Chicago, I wouldn't be doing this film. And sometimes the truth hurts. And we didn't tell any lies in this film. So we gotta be grown adults and deal with the truth. And stop. Just be focused. Let's wake up. Let's wake up.
Let's wake up.
Let's wake up, baby.
Spike Lee.
Harold Melvin, the Blue Notes.
Wake up, everybody. No more
Eddie
sleeping.
Pendergrass.
We start our show off every morning with that. Every morning.
Got to. People don't be woke. 4
years. Trying to woke them up.
Got to.
Spike Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everyone.
Sway in the Morning, Shade 4 or 5. We got my man Levi up next for Rise and Shine.
It's Sway in the Morning, only
on Shade 45.